Imagine a painting that once struck fear into the hearts of an entire government. Ministers, men of power and authority, sat in silence, then hastily crossed themselves, terrified of what stared back at them. But why would a simple image provoke such fear, and why does it still unsettle viewers today? Let's unravel the story of Franz von Stuck's Lucifer, a painting so haunting it blurred the line between fascination and terror. Welcome to Vortex Mythology, where we uncover the strange, the forgotten, and the unsettling corners of history and art. If you enjoy journeys into mystery and meaning, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next story. Munich, 1890. A city alive with art, philosophy, and the rising movement known as Symbolism. Unlike realism, which tried to show the world as it was, symbolism turned inward, towards dreams, nightmares, and the hidden forces of human nature. Among its pioneers was Franz von Stuck. Known for his dark monumental style, he didn't just paint images. He painted archetypes, figures that lived in the shared imagination of humankind. Myths, demons, gods, and temptations all found form under his brush. It was in this atmosphere that von Stuck unveiled his Lucifer. Not a grotesque monster, not a horned beast from medieval fear, but a man. Human, yet not. A fallen angel whose beauty made him all the more terrifying. Let's pause and look closely. Lucifer sits, wings folded behind him, his muscular body heavy and grounded. His gaze is the most arresting feature. Yellow, luminous, and unrelenting. They don't merely look outward, they bore into you. His face isn't twisted in rage or glee. It's calm, composed, yet brimming with defiance. And those black wings, vast and oppressive, stretch upward like shadows pressing in. Why is this unsettling? Because Lucifer here isn't some alien force. He isn't claws and fire and scales. He's us. A fallen angel who looks human, feels human, and carries within him the same potential for corruption and rebellion that humanity itself holds. That's the genius of von Stuck's vision. Evil not as something other, but something dangerously close, beautiful, familiar. And that's precisely what unsettled people, even those in positions of power. In 1891, Prince Ferdinand I of Bulgaria acquired the painting for his royal collection. It was meant to be a showpiece, a symbol of cultural prestige. After all, what better way to display refinement than owning a masterpiece from Munich's Symbolist master? But when Ferdinand unveiled Lucifer before his ministers, something unexpected happened. The room grew tense. Men shifted in their seats, and then, almost instinctively, they crossed themselves. These were not peasants spooked by superstition. These were statesmen, hardened by politics and power. Yet, faced with Lucifer's gaze, they recoiled like frightened children. Ferdinand himself admitted the painting terrified his ministers. Imagine it. An artwork meant to impress, instead exposing a government's deepest fears. Why? Because Lucifer wasn't simply a painting. It was a mirror, a reminder that even the most powerful are not immune to temptation, corruption, or the fall. Symbolist art wasn't about decoration. It was about digging into what lies beneath. Von Stuck's Lucifer embodies duality, light and shadow, beauty and terror, human and demonic. The minister's reaction tells us something profound. People fear not the monstrous, but the familiar. Evil disguised as human potential. The ministers, steeped in Christian tradition, couldn't ignore what Lucifer represented, the fall of the brightest angel, pride before destruction, the echo of rebellion against heaven. And here's the deeper truth. Lucifer is terrifying, precisely because he reflects us. He's not an outsider crashing into our world. He's the shadow inside our world, inside us. That intimate proximity is what unnerved those who saw him. But let's go further. Why would a government, men who wielded armies, laws and authority, fear a canvas? Because art can do what politics cannot: bypass reason and strike the heart. For ministers tasked with projecting stability, Lucifer whispered fragility. If the brightest angel could fall, what about them? What about kingdoms, governments, entire nations? A painting like this doesn't just haunt. It challenges authority by reminding leaders of their humanity, their vulnerability, their hidden darkness. And that's the paradox. Art, even in silence, speaks power to power. Lucifer didn't need words. He needed only his gaze. From Ferdinand's private collection, Lucifer embarked on its own journey. In 1930, it moved to Bulgaria's National Museum. After 1948, it entered the National Art Gallery, before finally finding a home in Sofia's Square 500 Gallery in 2015. And wherever it has gone, the reaction remains the same. Fascination laced with unease. Viewers step forward, drawn in by its beauty, only to step back, unnerved by its stare. More than a century after its creation, Lucifer still unsettles, still captivates, still terrifies. Here's the question. If it terrifies us, why can't we look away? The answer lies in duality. Humans are magnetized by what they fear. The same qualities that make Lucifer unsettling, his beauty, his humanity, make him irresistible. It's the same pull that draws us to tragic heroes, to villains we secretly admire, to stories that blur the line between good and evil. Lucifer, in von Stuck's vision, isn't a cartoon devil. He's a fallen light. And in him, we see both the danger and the allure of our own darker instincts. That's the legacy of this painting. It isn't locked in history. It's alive in the way we still respond, with awe, dread, and a fascination we can't shake. So what does all this say about art? That a single image can do what words, laws, or sermons cannot. It can slip under the skin and confront us with truths we'd rather ignore. Von Stuck's Lucifer terrified a government. It continues to haunt museums. And maybe, if you let it, it will make you reflect on your own shadows too. Next time you stand before a painting, ask yourself, why does it move me? Is it beauty? Or is it fear? Thanks for watching Vortex Mythology. If you enjoyed this exploration into the unnerving story of Lucifer, give this video a like, and subscribe for more journeys into art, myth, and mystery. And let me know in the comments, would you be able to meet Lucifer's gaze without flinching? Until next time, stay curious, stay wary, and remember, some images never stop staring back.